Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set 18 Gator.
Here we go.
Out. Snap.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Go.
Strong left.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, lock it. Hit it.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Defense, let's go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Go out.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. He's going to... got his man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
We're good.
Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Down. 50. Play.
58 to Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Check.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. But it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's
Hey, echo.
58 for Mike.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Five.
Go 58's the mic.
Watch twist. Go.
58, boys, 58. 58.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They're second and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the curl. 58, right over there.
Yep.
Mike, 58, right there.
Bravo.
Big series right here. So we got to
Throwing again, Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
58, boys, 58. 58's Mike.
Yo, go.
58's Mike, 58. 58's Mike. Stop your bonnet. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
Jones now to throw on third down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 22. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On second and 12, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58's Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Under 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Sam off.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave.
Backer play.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try.
The Giants field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Get ready.
They're on 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 5.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
A gain of 15. First down, Rams.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
On 1st and 10, gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, and even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run with Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Jones. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. Third down here.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big run there by Gurley. 63 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. From the gun, here's Goff. And that's off the mark, incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey, Wahoo!
We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Throwing Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Jones now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. This is Gallman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Now we've got a Giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Check 26, check 26. 3, 3.
Ready up.
458's the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
Yeah.
From the 44, Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Alert 3, alert 3. No. Off. Big ass, big ass.
Hey, high 7. Ready?
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Look at me. Zipper.
58, right over there.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, 58, right there. Record. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Get it.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pick it up,
Go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, Delta.
Jones operating from the gun. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Hey, Cal. Tell. Bridgestone, Travis. Louis. Go, go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Get that ball. Get that ball. He's checking it
Now.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On the ready. Hey, Orville. Go.
58.
On 1st and 10, Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. He's got a first down and more past the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Jones now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Topper.
Check the backer.
Hey, Haywood. Hey.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go. Get tight. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On the toss, it's Gurley. Got some room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
180.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Hey, orange. You got 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
It's our time.
Listen. All right.
Now Goff. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again is Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
64,
2nd and 5. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Now! I'm coming after you! Hey, dude!
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
Show it up. Super.
Goff on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Super 1.
Here's Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick here is good. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
58, right over there.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set, ready? Turn 2 soft.
Blue down. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Here we go, D. Here.
5. Yes.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Now Jones operating from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Gurley. Alec Ogletree in on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Goff now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A toss out to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go, go.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and choose some clock with Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Value 3, value 3.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back to throw. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Blair, 2nd-round pick from Utah, there to bat it away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
We shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for Los Angeles, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire